The brand new Hall of Famer, Chris Bosh, who joins us live on Get Up. Chris, we are all so happy for you. Congratulations. Before we get to the playoffs, take me to that moment. The moment someone says the words to you, you are going to the Hall of Fame. What is the first emotion? How would you describe it?
Man, very euphoric. But one of the things that was interesting that I found, I was thinking about being a kid and having those summer days with my friends and it just starting on a playground and connecting and making friends and those bus rides, that we went to the tournament and those, disappointing rides back home sometimes and just having such a great time and making so many great friends, being able to travel the world, those are all the things that I thought about. Basketball has given me everything. And just to be in this position, to be mentioned amongst some of the best players, that's all I ever wanted and dreamed about when I grew up. So to go from there to here, it's been truly remarkable. It's a great feeling.
Wow, congratulations. It's extraordinarily well-deserved. Obviously, you played a bunch of years with LeBron in Miami. Take me to his mindset. He's got the ankle, and people keep telling me this is something that is probably going to bother him to some degree, however far they go in these playoffs. Take me to your expectation for him and how he handles that.
Well, look for him to change his game. You definitely don't want your best player to have a nagging injury. I think they tried to be very careful in the last couple of weeks, really the last month of the season, but for him to get it, to have a nagging situation to where he's re-aggravated it again, that's definitely something to be concerned about. But with that said, look for him to be more of a facilitator. Look for him to be get his teammates involved a lot more, and look for him to just kind of pick and choose his spots to where he can be aggressive. But with that said, you want LeBron James, I guess, out of everyone having that problem, because he does a tremendous job going around the clock with his treatment schedule. So we'll see how it goes. But, in this situation, especially with a one-off situation, you've got to be a little concerned.
Well, there's also a uniqueness in the mindset here. And you've played Game 7s with him, which is sort of what this is. I'll give Chris Bosh a minute there to get his earpiece back in. As we'll see if he can hear me. There we go. No problem. So you've played Game 7s with him. That's kind of what this is. It's like a little one-game play-in scenario. What can you tell me about his mindset going into a one-game do-or-die situation?
Well, it's going to be the ultimate competitive game, especially when you have someone like Steph Curry. The way that he's been playing in the last month of the season has been very reminiscent of '06 Kobe. So being in that Game 7 type of situation, look for them to be very intense, but look for the Lakers to really get it done on defense. That's what's going to be very important for them. They're not going to be able to win the game if Steph Curry scores 35, 40 points. They're going to have to hold him to or just below their average, get it done with their defense, and hopefully get out of there with a close win. But it will be very competitive, and I think it will come down to the wire.
Well, so let's talk about Steph for a minute here. That's quite a comparison that you're making, but he's been as good as he's ever been at the age of 33. How does he do it when everyone knows he's their offense? They're doing everything they can to stop him, and they can't. How does he do it?
That's a great question. I think that's something only Steph Curry knows. His shooting is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. He's a master of his craft. Not only that, he's very unselfish. He gets his teammates involved. You can tell that guys love playing with him. And he's just one of those guys that's always dangerous. And he has a high IQ guy like Draymond Green always on the hunt to get him the ball, because when he's at his best, coming off those pin downs, coming off those high screens, putting your defense in very complicated situations and tough situations for the entire possession, he can wear a defense down. So, the Lakers are going to have to know where he is on the court at all times, but, look for Steph to be very aggressive and look for him to have a big game.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.